Next up, we're going to be talking about 5 Tribes, the expansion. How in the world do you even... The Artisans of Naquala?
Naquala, yeah, you did it pretty good. Yeah, you got that right on the first try.
Typically the master of mispronunciating things. You like that? So anyways, we've got a lot of... We got purple new meeples. We've got little huts, it looks like. We've got... icebergs. We got.
Oh, not iceberg. We're in the desert here.
What do we got going on here, man?
There's no icebergs in Naquala. So let's start with the mountains here. So
you almost called it an iceberg, didn't you?
I almost did. So what we got here is some new land tiles. So your city is going to start with these, and then the rest of the city is going to be built around it. So it's going to be a 6x6 grid instead of a 5x5 grid, which is pretty cool. And on the edges of some of these tiles, you're going to see that there is place for mountains. So anywhere you see a mountain thing, you're going to place that on there, and this is going to be new obstacles for you along the way.
So you got to move around them now.
Exactly. You can't. Your placement is not as easy as it once was, and we've got the chasm in the middle here, and that chasm is a dead spot on the board. So you can't place anybody there, and you can't go through that spot. Mm-hmm. So that's what we've got with the new land tiles here. The Artisans are the new tribes. So in fact, it is 6 tribes, but we're still going to call it 5 tribes. So it doesn't add a new player, but it does add a new tribe. And so what the Artisans are going to give you access to is items. And so the items here can range from things that will give you points or special abilities like taking other meeples off the board, or ability to move different characters, treasures, and all sorts of different fun things like that. You can move camels along the board. So the Artisans are going to result in a whole new bevy of treasures that you're going to have access to. And finally, what we've got here is the tents. And what the tents are going to do is they work almost exactly like camels, except for you're going to score points for red locations surrounding them instead of blue locations.
How do you set up a tent? How does that work
So
exactly?
a tent goes out in the exact same way as a camel would.
So instead of placing your camel, you just place that there?
Exactly.
And then how do you exactly score it?
So at the end of the game, whereas a camel tile will score you for blue points surrounding it, this will score you for red points surrounding it, so it adds more value to the red locations.
Oh, okay, all right.
And we've also got some new genies with different special abilities here too. So some cool ones there. 4 new genies that are.
Oh, this looks great! Yeah. My goodness.
So it really does change the way you're gonna think about 5 tribes, which is kind of cool. It's not gonna change the game completely, but it is gonna give you some more options and some more depth of strategy that you're gonna go after.
Now, how do you do the setup? Is it still exactly the same, or will possibly some of these tiles be placed in certain areas?
Well, these ones are gonna be starting at the center of your board.
All 6 of these will always be.
And then you're gonna build out from there.
And then, so you'll still put the meeples still in here, but you don't put anything here,
Correct.
right? That stays empty?
That's right.
And then basically these just will always go in the same spots on the board.
Yeah, they've got their designated locations here.
Right.
Yeah. So depending on, these will be put out randomly, and then the rest of the board randomly around it, but that center area will have that mountainous regions to look out for, icebergy regions to
Iceberg, yeah.
And also the deadly chasm.
Fantastic.
So,
I love it.
As much fun as it would be to throw a meeple into there,
See,
you can't do it.
That's what I want. See, it's even got like a little walking spot here, where you could actually, you got to come from this side and walk them in, and like,
Exactly. Well, unfortunately, this is Naquala and not Sparta, and so you're not kicking anybody into the big pit.
You got to have the red ones push the
Exactly.
Sparta. I love it, man. Well, thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
No problem.